I'm Bob Hallmark in Longview today. We are once again talking about the weather. If you haven't noticed, it's been cold over the last 3 days, really cold. And so much so that we have gone through a hard freeze. And a lot of people worried about their pipes after the freeze is over and it starts warming up. It is warming up today, but it not only affected roadways, which were difficult to navigate for a while, it also affected other businesses as well. And one of them is going to be what we're talking about right now, Highway 80 produce business, which if you've traveled from Gladewater to Longview anytime on Highway 80, it's a sure bet that you've seen it. They're one of the few places that actually stays open year round. And joining us now to talk a little bit about our adventure over the last 3 days, is owner Allison Lott. Now, Allison, tell me a little bit about, first of all, you knew the freeze was coming. What preparations did you try to make, I guess, to survive this?
Like the plants, I tried to get as many home where I could put a heater on them that I could. And then, what produce we have right now being off season, it's stayed in the refrigeration out there. So it was above freezing in the refrigerator. So
Here, I noticed that there were some plants that were still outside out there that they might have been dead before the freeze hit. I don't know, but they were obviously feeling the effects of the freeze. Was Now you had a great spring, summer, and to a certain extent fall. It was a very good season this year. You say traditionally winter is when you kind of get what you can. You don't make a whole lot, but you do try to make what you can.
I mean, we keep, our jar items, some produce, our local honey, nuts, um, plants, but they're at the house now. So we've done, whatever we can do to get by.
Now, during the wintertime, a lot of some of the produce stands that actually stay open will actually get their actual inventory from other states, warm weather states like Florida and California, things like that. Is that a challenge for you when we have these weather events? Because I guess you never know, how much is going to be out there. And I guess you have to go to a supplier in Dallas. Is that right?
Off season, yes. And then one of the suppliers is closed for another week, and then I'll be going up there.
Now, fortunately, we are going to warm up today, as I mentioned, but we are going to have freezing temperatures again over the next week or so. So that's we're not quite out of it yet. Did you lose anything out of this when the freeze happened, or were you able to get everything to safety?
Everything. I'm sure I have some frozen tomatoes when I arrive tomorrow. Right now our hours are intermittent. We don't have heat, so we might be there, 3 or 4 hours Monday through Saturday.
One of the things that is of note here is that you have not been coming to the business for a very good reason. It's been very cold, and unfortunately, there's no heat in the building. So it would have been a real challenge for you to try to get in there for any length of time, right?
We build little fires and then sit in the truck with heated seats and, play on the phones till somebody may show up.
So I guess the best thing that we can say right now is that you make what you can during the winter time, and then you're building your way back up to that spring season when I guess a lot of the produce, particularly locally, will be coming in. And I know a lot of people are going to want those cantaloupes from West Texas because they were a big hit. But obviously, you make what you can right now. You don't make a whole lot, but you make what you can, and that kind of ties you over until the spring, right?
Spring, vegetables, vegetable plants, herb plants, all our other. So I'm excited to see some pretty colors.
For those of folks that enjoy coming to your place out there, when do you think that you guys will be back?
Probably about 9:30 to 1. Just our hours are, like I said, intermittent and hit and miss. So the best thing to do is call, or I try to post on our Facebook page, kind of what we're doing. And then next week I'll fill up all the refrigerators again with fresh produce.
That was Allison Lott, and we will have much more on this story tonight on KLTV 7 News. For KLTV Web Extra, I'm Bob Hallmark.